How did Rome adapt its frontier defenses to evolving threats? Imagine a vast empire stretching across continents, with borders that need constant watching. How did Rome keep its frontiers safe as enemies changed and new challenges arose? Let's find out. At first, Rome relied on natural features like rivers, mountains, deserts, and seas to mark its borders. These natural barriers made it harder for enemies to cross without being seen. But as groups like the Goths and Huns grew more organized and aggressive, Rome knew it needed more than just natural defenses. So Rome built a network of man-made structures along its borders. They constructed walls, forts, watchtowers, and roads to connect them all. For example, Hadrian's wall in Britain, built around 120 to AD, stretched about 73 miles. It was not a giant wall but a controlled zone where soldiers could monitor and respond quickly. Auxiliary troops manned these outposts, watching for any signs of trouble. Larger Roman armies stayed nearby, ready to move in if needed. Rome's defenses were designed to be flexible. Instead of spreading troops thin along the entire border, they kept mobile units that could move quickly to trouble spots. They developed a system of roads and signals so soldiers could be dispatched fast. This way, they could respond to threats without risking the entire empire's safety. In some regions, like along the lower Danube, Rome invested heavily in forts and garrisons to hold back persistent enemies. In other areas, diplomacy and alliances played a role. Rome often used trade and negotiations to keep peace, especially when military action was too costly or difficult. Over time, Rome changed its approach depending on the threat. During the Julio-Claudian, Flavian, and Antonine periods, they added or upgraded defenses based on what was happening in each region. Sometimes they built new walls or reinforced existing ones. Other times, they focused on creating buffer zones that could absorb initial attacks. Despite all these efforts, the system was not perfect. Enemies could still find weak points, especially if they concentrated their forces. When the Visigoths entered Italy in 410 AD, it showed how even the best defenses could be breached. Still, Rome's strategy of combining walls, forts, mobile armies, roads, and diplomacy created a layered defense that helped protect the empire for centuries. In practical terms, Rome's adaptation meant building strategic barriers at key crossing points, maintaining a fast-moving army, developing communication lines, and using natural features as part of their defense. They also created buffer zones to buy time and adjusted their policies based on threats and political needs. All these efforts showed that defending such a large area was about more than just walls. It was about controlling territory, managing resources, and projecting military power across vast distances.